This video is going to be a bit different compared to any other video that I ever made, but I think it will fit with what I try to get across. And maybe it isn't always obvious to everyone who watches my channel, watches my streams, or follows any of my content anywhere, whether it's, as I said, on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, whatever, like mental health. I want to be talking about it, and it kind of came up because of the RuneScape Mental Health Awareness Week. This video doesn't really have a structure. This video doesn't really have a goal. This video just is going to be talking about mental health and a bit of my personal struggles with it in general, and how we as a community can, do better. But also how our community does amazing things as it is. And as I said, this will probably be the most rambly, like all over the place video. So I'm sorry about that, but I don't know. I just really felt inspired to make this video because as I said, struggled myself with mental health, but I'm also a qualified social worker. So I also worked with people with mental health issues. And, I do have views on it that, might differ from yours. But as I said, with any of my videos, any view of anyone is important. So with this video, if you want to share anything in the comment section down below, go ahead, please do so. Also, I know that I said this before, but I'm going to be so super strict. If I see one person making fun of anyone, any semi-toxic comment in my comment section down below, you're gone. Not just of this video, of my entire channel. I do not need you here. This is an important subject. This is not something to laugh about. And this is something very important. So this video spawned from the RuneScape Mental Health Awareness Week. I'll put a donation link down in the description down below if RuneScape has one directly relating to the the charity that they are supporting. If not, you can support this within the game. There are 2 bundles that you can buy, a cosmetic one and one that actually will give you like 2 Death Touch darts and another couple of like pretty decent items. You can buy both bundles up to 3 times. So 6 times you can buy a bundle, and all the proceeds will be going to mental health awareness. So, if it's something that's near and dear to your heart, please go and buy them with your rune coins. If there's ever a bundle you should buy in RuneScape, as you guys know, I would never ever promote anything in RuneScape. If you want to buy treasure hunter keys, if you want to buy bundles, that's all up to you. But this one, if you ever want to buy one, if you ever have rune coins laying around, please buy them, because I'm surely going to be doing it. But as I said, I wanted to be talking about just mental health in general, about, myself, and just in general about how it affects the community. So I myself have struggled with mental health issues. I have struggled with depression in the past, about like 10 years ago. From now I'm 24, or well, nearly 24. When I was 14, 15, something awful happened in my life, which I don't know if I ever fully talk about in detail in a video, but I will definitely... I've mentioned it before. It has to do with my eyes. I lost quite a lot of eyesight just from one day to another. As I said, I might make a video on it one day, going into detail on how much it really meant and how it affected me in detail. But I am very open about talking it, but I'm not ready about making a video about it to have it in the public space just now. But that affected me mentally, because you're in puberty and, you're changing as it is. So you're struggling with, finding your identity, because as I said, that's part of you being into puberty. That's a part of you, exploring yourself. That is the most normal thing to happen around between the age of 12 and like 16, 17, 18 years old, depending on the people. And certain people, it takes longer to find who they are and what they're like, what they want in life, and, what it's really about for them. And, it's something that you go through, but, probably people who watch this have gone through it as well, where, on top of just the regular, so to say, struggles of puberty, you also had depression, whether that's because something happened in your life, because something affected you, or something is affecting your family, or you've been bullied, or whatever it is, it will affect you differently. And in my case, it really had an impact on me. It had an impact on the friends that I have, and just everything. Because, if I'm going to be quite honest, it just affected me in a way, because I realized that everything in life you could just lose in like one go. And whether in this case it was my eyesight, but it's something that, you don't think about when you're 15, 16 years old. And, going to a party, getting drunk and just fucking around, that wasn't in my mind. I didn't see the point of it. I'm like, why would you waste your time getting drunk and going to a party when you can do something you actually enjoy doing? And in my case, I was playing video games. And I think that kind of leads into why, for example, I lost friends at the time, because they were doing normal 15, 16-year-old like kids things where I was just like, dude, I cannot be asked. And even now, I still have that idea. Like, I don't see the point of it. Like, I'd rather sit inside and talk to my friends on Discord and play RuneScape, because that is something I thoroughly enjoy. I don't care about going outside. I don't care about getting drunk. I don't care about going to a party. I just don't care about it. It's just me personally. And that is something that I think is just, it shaped me and had an effect on me. And I went through sleep deprivation around the time. I went through really down periods. Thankfully, I've never been suicidal, because I always had a reason to live and I always had a reason to go on. But unfortunately, people have been there. And I think through my own struggles, that kind of led me in becoming a social worker. But also because I went through things at a young age. And even before that, I was bullied, not because of it, but because of other things. I've always been bullied up until 12, 13 years old. And then when I thought I was over that and I was able to just be a kid and not worry, then obviously the shit with my eyes happened, and it sucks. And I've always been dealing with it, and I don't need pity on anyone. I don't need pity on myself, because it's something I dealt with, it's something I've accepted, and it's something I moved on to. I talked to people, it didn't work out for me. Psychologist doesn't work for everyone, and that's something some people just don't agree with, but that is just my personal point of view, even as someone who's a social worker and who has studied partially psychology and, can give some, social psychology and normal psychology, like, help people with that kind of stuff. It doesn't work for everyone, and that's just a fact. But it is important that you go talk to your friends, to your parents, to a professional, to someone from school. Like, just go talk to anyone if you can. And I know everyone always says it, but trust me, like, it genuinely is what happens. And I'm so blessed that so many people always come to me to talk. And that goes for everyone that, knows me. And, if you know me and you watch this video, go message me and talk to me if you're struggling with mental health at any point, even if we're not really that close. As long as I know you, obviously I would love to offer it to all my viewers, but I can't be dealing with everyone's stuff, which might sound a bit arrogant or a bit weird, but like, I just can't do it. But still, if there's really no one to talk to, please just contact anyone, because it is so, so important to talk to someone. And as I said, that kind of led me into becoming a social worker, to help people out with their struggles and, helping them move forward in life. And I think that is very, very important. And something like a game like RuneScape, which can be seen as a negative, as unlike an escape from your problems, which I guess it is to a certain extent. I think we all, at least the majority of the people that watch this video, probably escape in RuneScape from reality. And that doesn't have to be a bad thing, as long as it doesn't stop you from solving your issues. As I said, go talk to someone, like, go, look at yourself, go trying to analyze what is going on, try and find a solution, even if it's just small baby steps, just something. But please just keep on trying to move on, even if you fall down. And I know it gets harder every single time you fucking fall down, but you need to stand up again and you need to keep it going. And RuneScape being an escape is not a bad thing. I want to make that so crystal clear. It is not a bad thing to escape in a game like RuneScape, as long as it doesn't involve you actually running away from your problems. And, RuneScape can be seen as an addiction, and RuneScape is probably an addiction to some people. But then again, I would also love to think that it also has good impacts, because, people meet new people through RuneScape. It's a social community, and there's so many amazing people that are going on. Obviously, we always hear about the toxicity, and even I make videos on it. But what I just always try to promote is just be kind to each other, be nice to each other, try to help each other out. Even if you, like, I always try to reply to people on Twitter that, tweet out that, be like, oh yeah, I'm struggling with it, blah, blah, blah. I'm always trying, like, keep up, dude. Just trying to give them the positive energy. Even if it's someone who's genuinely, like, it's a small amount of people that do that, but unfortunately, it does still happen. Generally are just asking for attention. Still do be kind to them, because you never know if it is actually asking for attention, or them actually struggling with something and them just not knowing how to deal with it, or not having an actual outlet to go through with it, which please just know that. Like, I know a lot of people probably think, well, they're probably asking for attention, and shut up. Like, you don't know that, and you don't want to take that risk. You don't want to not send, like, you do not know if that message that you send might help them, move on, and, help them to, keep on going, give them that, like, little spark of information from, like, a random person. And for me, it is something strange. Like, I don't understand why you need validation or a push from, like, a stranger to move on. But then again, we're all different, and we all have different ways to deal with things, and we all should just try and support each other and always be kind, because you never know when that toxic message or that awful comment or whatever can push someone over the edge. And that is not something you always need to be aware of, by the way. Like, don't get me wrong, you don't need to always think about each word, and I think you could be critical and whatever, but like unaimed stupid toxicity that is just calling people names, being like for example, how I made that video on toxicity towards JMods. Like, people don't seem to understand that they're just employees, they're just people, they're just people that are just working on a game, they're doing their job, and unlike you, their mistakes are public within a game and are made 10 times bigger on Twitter and on Reddit, and is there for the masses to see. Where you work in an office or you work wherever, and you mistyping something in a file document isn't seen because you work in an office and you're not being looked at by millions and millions of people worldwide that are playing your game. And that is just something that sometimes it really just upsets me. And that's why I just want to promote positivity. And that's why I think it's so important to talk about mental health and to just speak on it and try to help people, reach out to people. Even if you see a friend that's not reaching out to you, go reach out to them if you think that they're struggling. Even if it's just, hey dude, how are you doing? And even if they're saying they're fine, just don't push it, but kind of like, tell them you're here. Like, even if they're saying like, I'm fine, but you still have the feeling that nothing is going on with them, or something is going on with them, then be like, hey dude, if there's ever something, like if you're ever struggling with something, just let me know. Because that is something really, really important. They might not come to you straight away, but maybe in a week or a couple of days or in a month, they will come to you when they're really struggling because they know you're there. And that's the same with like inviting people that will never come to a party, or in this case of RuneScape, never would come to like a group boss. Invite them. Please still send them an invite, because that lets them know that they're still wanted, and that will, like, in case they do want to like move and come to you and join in with like the group, they know that they're welcome because you invite them every single time. Even if they're saying no, they should still always be invited. And it's so important. And that's something like my friends do. My friends know that I'm not coming to big social functions with like a group of like 5 or bigger people that, half them I don't really know, but they still invite me. And I know that at any time that I want to go, I can just message and be like, hey dude, you know about that like game night that you're going to have? I would like to join, And that is so important. That is so important to invite people. That's like, it goes with RuneScape, it goes with in real life, but just in general, let people know that they want it. Let people know that you're there for them, even if they don't want it right now. Maybe in the future, you never know, they might come to you for help, and you can help your friend to feel better about themselves. And the only way we can, all get better, either it's mentally or whatever, is by being there for each other and helping each other and being kind to people and just being kind to random people and trying to spread positivity. That's what I try to do with these videos. That's what I try to do with my streams. That's what I try to do with my Twitter. Always a positive message, joking around, and just, having a good time. My dream genuinely for this YouTube channel, for my Twitch channel, is just to be there for the people that are struggling, that just need a distraction, that need some background noise, that just need someone to be there. And even if we're not friends directly, you still feel a connection to my content, and you get positive vibes from, me chatting absolute nonsense on my streams, or me making a rambly video about MTX, why I think it's good, or a video about, player on porch, or whatever it might be. That is what I want to do, and that's what I want to provide with, my content, is just to be there for people when they're in a dire need. Because there were so many YouTubers, and so, like, mainly for me, it was music that was there for me in my dark times. Like, if it wasn't for Logic's mixtapes, Undeniable and Young Sinatra, and his Under Pressure album and all the other music that I listened to back then, I don't want to think about where I would be mentally right now, or how my mental health would have turned out anyway, because that really helped me. And I just hope that I can do that with my content. And, you know, obviously I have goals, I have dreams, and me wanting to do this as a job doesn't take it away from me doing it for the actual reason I'm doing it. Because obviously the dream for everyone who does YouTube or Twitch or anything like this, obviously you would love to make your passion and your your hobby your job. That's, I think, what everyone wants to do. But as I said, my main goal with these videos, with these streams, with everything I do online is just to spread positive energy, be there for people, and try to just have a positive impact on people, and just set that message of peace, love, and positivity, and just being there, bro. Like, that is all that I want. And I just thought that I make a video about it, just my thoughts. And as I said, I know it's like all over the place. There's no structure to it, but if you listen to the end, you're a legend. And I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're having a good day. And even if not, like, as I said, go talk to someone. If it's professional help, if it's your friends, if it's your parent, if it's your uncle, if it's your teacher, if it's your football coach, if it's whoever, go talk to someone. And for anyone who thinks their friends are struggling, go talk to them. Let them know that you're there. Even if they don't want to talk, just let them know, and always spread that positivity and always spread that love around. But thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. I'm not going to ask for likes or comments or subscriptions or whatever on this video, but in general, go check out the link in the description down below for the mental health things. Go get your bundles in RuneScape if you haven't done so already. You can buy them up to 3 times. As I said, I will never promote RuneScape bundles besides these ones, because these are very, very important for mental awareness. I will put a donation link if RuneScape has a direct donation link to this mental health organization, and just be there for people, man. My name's Chevalric, and thank you guys for listening to me. I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.